What's good with it in the hood with it? Welcome back to the Collective Clips. Clip is in, right? Man, first and foremost, before we even get into the story, man, let's hit the notification bells. Put it on all, man. Show some love, like and support, like and subscribe, like it, just fucking like, right? It's all good in the hood, man. We're gonna get it in right here on the Collective Clips. But I wanted to say shout outs, respects. Make sure you guys go tap in to the homeboy Fig over there on Food and Felons, the Food and Felons channel, best food review channel on YouTube, as well as the homeboy Young Baby Thugga from Trap Island Records. Go tap in, show them guys some support. Man, just subscribe. It's all good. If you support me, you support them. And of course, you already know it's without being said, man, go support Dubs in the Dub S channel. Now, let's get into it, right? Bay Area Southsiders, Sureños, Upstaters, whatever they want to call themselves, man, it's all respect, first and foremost. But I've been hearing a lot of rah-rah about we can't tell the difference, Gun. We can't tell the difference between Nortenos that live up north and the Upstaters, the Southsiders that live up north, right? Especially in a region called the Bay Area. Raiders, right? Always going to be the Bay. And I laugh, right? I giggle, right? The giggleization is real because straight up, I can tell the difference. I don't know how you can't tell the difference. Maybe in some cities like the town, like Oakland, maybe Frisco, you know, you get real deep into that Bay, you know what I mean? That East Bay, that 510, that 415 area. Maybe you can't. But there's cities and towns like Vallejo, San Jose, which is considered the Bay Area as well, where you definitely can tell. The swag and the estilo is still old school, man. There's a difference there. You know, you can still see the usual Sureño qualities that you see like the Vatos from down south, right? People say, well, they got the gold teeth and the diamonds and the hair and the swag of the Bay Area. Who doesn't? See, everybody rocks a certain way. It's real urbanish, right? It's just the way you're raised and the type of fucking environment you're raised in is going to be the swaggish way. Look at me. I'm swagged out, right? It's because everyone has their own style, their own flavor. Just because a Vato wears a certain team like Golden State Warriors or the Raiders or Oakland A's doesn't mean he's not a Norteño or a Southsider. You know, it's up for you to figure that out, right? That can make a difference in how you wiggle. But who cares? What's the difference? There's a lot more similarities than there are differences. Now, I know Vatos want to distinguish themselves from each other. The Norteños don't want to be the South and the South don't want to be the North. That's quite understandable. And the Upstaters are somewhere on the in-between. They're upstate Southsiders and they represent the Sur to the fullest. But at the same time, homes, they got their little bit of swag going on. It's just that Northern California flavor. I'm sorry, Spencer. It's raining game in Northern California. See you when you get there. If you ever get there, right? I don't see the differences. You know, I was talking to the homeboy the other day and he was like, yeah, you know, hey, homie, I can't even tell the difference anymore. They look like homies. I said, well, how do homies look? You know, I'm used to Mongolians and bald heads and Pendletons, homes, and Cortezes and Ben Davises. That's how it was back in the days. But see, time moves on and fashion changes and trends change and things change and people's mindsets of what they're out there doing changes. See, back in my days, we were gangbanging. We were out there trying to look the part and being about that part. We wanted everybody to know we represented Norte, the cause, red paños, Mongolians, red t-shirts, red belts, and things of that nature. That's what we were on. We wanted people to know. So that way, if they had some type of funk or they had some type of animosity towards the shit we were pushing, get off where you are mad at. Okay, and the Sureños felt the same way. They represented the cultura, the chicanismo, what they had going on. They had their own flavor, the bald head. Sometimes there's meaning behind everything they did, the tattoos, the swag, everything. There was meaning behind what we did. See, things have changed nowadays. Nowadays, it's not necessarily about the gangs and the gangbangings and the representation of the barrios. It's more so about this hip hop era. It's more so about getting a bag. Nobody has time to go out there and well, some do, but most don't have time to go out there and gangbang and fight their adversaries. They're too busy chasing a fucking elusive bag. They're too busy trying to get in the music industry. They're too busy trying to lace the game up for the younger generation that's even younger than they are, and they don't care how they dress. See, it's not a color game anymore. Where back in the day, certain colors can get you murked out. You know, if you wear red in the blue or blue in the red, bam, you already knew what time it was. If we seen a Vato back in the days wearing LA Dodgers or San Diego Chargers, or of course Cowboys is always a dead giveaway, right? We already knew that more than likely this Vato was representing the South and we were going to run up till we got done up. Now that's hard. And it was the same vice versa. You know, Nortenos were always in Frisco, Oakland out, Yay area. That was just the teams of the region. But nowadays you got Vatos, and they've always done it. San Fernando Valley sporting the 49ers gear. You got Vatos that wear in certain colors, Culver City, Red Rag, and you got, so all you can't judge a book by its cover, homie. You know what I mean? I done got plaqueated in a tooth fucking left on 9th Street in Modesto because, you know, I was wearing a Lakers jersey. So I understand, Holmes, your team could define the character of your man, right? And they can define whatever they want out of it and read a book by its cover or judge a book by its cover, not even read that motherfucker, just judge it. And boom, next thing you know, you're plaqueated. You're like, what did I do? Don't matter what you done. It's what they did, you know, which was, you got a Nike print right here. If you look close, try to wipe it off. You know what I mean? That's how it is. So anyways, I wanted to tell you a story about getting mixed up and running up on the wrong cats, you know. So there was always conflict and always has been conflict with the Upstaters. But I go way back to before that term was used, before they labeled themselves Upstate Rangers, when it was just Southsiders, Holmes. Doing time in the youth authority, you know, I met a lot of Vatos that were from the South, represented the South, but were from up north. I didn't think no difference. An enemy was an enemy, Holmes. Didn't matter what you claimed. If you didn't represent what I represented, you were the other side. You were the opposition to me. You were the other side of my coin. And that's just how it was. And that's how they felt about me. So there was no love lost there. We were going to do what we had to do and take care of our business. And hopefully we didn't have to do it again. But if we did, we'd put it on repeat and just repeat it. So anyways, I just got out. It was 1996. I was 18 years old. I was a young kid. Mongolian dropped. And I was on a different swag. I was on super duper dun, 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 Norteño status. Norte, right? I was about that. Everything I wore had the color red in it. Everything that I bled red, right? And that's just my way of thinking, because that's before I went in, that's how it was. And when I got out, that's how it was. But only I had a different mentality now. Now I had a mentality not to hunt the opposition or not to pose a threat to them. But if I seen them, I would take flight because I did it before. So it wasn't nothing new. And I knew they felt the same way about me. So anyways, there was a concert that was cracking out there towards the Santa Cruz area, right off the Santa Cruz Beach Boardwalk. Now, I guess when I was locked up, the Southsiders had set up shop in Santa Cruz, man. I don't know how it is right now. I've been to Santa Cruz maybe a year ago, took the familia to the beach, and it was all good. I didn't see too many gang members. I just seen white people doing hip hop, hooray, ho. They were taking it back like, you know what I mean? You down with OPP? Yeah, you know me. There was some fake ass wannabe fucking concert going on. But nobody was tripping. So back in 96, it was a different story. This is when the Upstater movement was really progressing. Vatos had established in Atwater. They were definitely in the heart of San Jose, right? They were in San Jose like a motherfucker. They were starting to move into places like Salinas and Gilas. Just a lot of different cities up north, man. And the fight game was real. They were definitely going back and forth. There was definitely shit going on. So I get out, 96. I remember the homeboys called me. They're like, hey, we're going to wiggle out to Santa Cruz. It's about to go down. There's a concert. There's going to be, right? You want to go? Sign me up, right? My whole mentality was to go have a good time and chill with my homeboys. But I knew in the back of my mind, you know, we might run into these Sureños because they're there. Now, at this time, we didn't call them Upstaters. We didn't do none of that, right? So we get to the spot. And everything is everything. And we don't see a lot of these Vatos, but we're on swerve, right? We're on swivelization. We're looking, you know, we're not looking for the threat to go threaten them. We're looking for the threat if they pose a threat to us. So anyways, we're peeping game. And I remember I had a fat chick with me. Don't judge me, right? She wasn't that fat. What, 5'2", 180? Does that count? Anyway, you know what I'm saying, Mike? Right? Anyways, she was there. She was all up in my earlobe, damn near licked it all the way to the core. And I see these Vatos walking by, swagged out, Bay Area. You could tell these Vatos were representing the town of Oakland. You know what I mean? They had Golden State on before Golden State was good. You know, run TMC shit. They had on San Francisco Giants, man, 49ers. I mean, I thought they were homeboys. I thought, right? So we walked past, we're going to the bathrooms and we walk past them. Anyone that's been on the boardwalk, man, it's like Santa Monica Beach Boardwalk, right? Or the boardwalk there. Anyways, so we're walking past these guys. We see them, they're a group. They say, what's up? We say, what's up? Now, they know we're Norteños. We're all flamed up. We all got red belts. We all got paños. We're letting it be known, but they don't say nothing. They're just like, oh, what's up? Well, all right, what's up? We kind of, a couple people are mugging, the homies are mugging, they're mugging. But it was nothing like, okay, these fools, we automatically thought they were homeboys from the Bay that were just there for the concert. There was about 10 of them, there was about 8 of us, right? Even Steven, says the homeboy, right? So we're mobbing, and one of the chicks that we're with, or one of the homeboys' chicks, of course, hood rat status, right? Needs to go to the bathroom separately all of a sudden, right? So her and a couple of the homegirls, they go, because we went 8 homeboys. A couple homeboys had their old ladies. I had the fat chick, and then we had a partridge in a pear tree. So anyways, as we go to the bathroom, the homies, they're taking a mino liquiazo, ¿sabes qué? Because she did something devastating to my chorra. These chicks take off to the other side of the bathroom. So it's like a bathroom right here, the men's, there's the women's. They go walking over there. Now, these vatos were posted up by the cotton candies. Yeah, I said it. Orale, cotton candy. They were posted up by the cotton candy, getting their caramel cookie on, right? Or the caramel candy corn. And they're chilling. And when the highness come out, one of them, I guess she had locked eyes with the vato wearing fucking Golden State. So she's over there, over there trying to get a number or whatever she's trying to do. And the homeboys see it and they're like, hey, these vatos are trying to get at our chicks. Okay, we were getting knocked for our bitches right before our eyes. Not fail half the homeboys anyways, right? So we walk over there. We're like, what's up, homie? Where you guys from? A couple of them say, oh, Frisco, from the town. And the way they acted and the swag that they displayed, we thought they were either homeboys or they were non-affiliates, meaning just Mexicanos, man, that are from the Bay. And most Mexicanos from the Bay, unless you're a Norteño or Sureño, don't trip off that, man. They're just cool with everyone. So one of them was like, sur ese, right? And I was like, what? Right? And when he said that, I thought, oh, man, there's an odd one in the bunch here. Did I hear that right? He might have just said, look at my shoes. That's it. I don't know. But the vato says, sur. And then he was like, sureño. And they all stepped back, homie. And I swear to God, it was like fucking Transformers. They started coming off of jackets, blue paño t-shirts. Blue paños just fell out like a beep off fucking when you're happy, right? I was like, oh, hell no, right? So we meleeed, right? We rushed. The homeboy little grumps got off. Fuck you, right? Boom, 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 boom. We got off. We were confused. They had the upper hand. There already was a few of their homeboys that were behind us. So needless to say, it was a good fight that we got good fighted on. We got flighted on, right? They were hitting us from behind, hitting us from the front. The chick was still over there trying to get a number. Okay, look it, right? It was a nice size melee. We took off running. They took off running. We didn't even get to see the concert, right? Or get no fucking popcorn. It was bad. So anyways, we all bounced. I remember telling the homeboys, damn, bro, them fools look like homies, man. You know what I mean? So how does my eye look? How does my eye look, right? Them fools look like homies. And they were like, that's how it is nowadays. It was starting to transition into that. To vatos looking similar to what we were used to. That's when I knew right then and there, that fucking day, you couldn't judge a book by its cover. You couldn't just assume, right? But I be hearing a lot of people say nowadays, okay, yeah, the Bay Area upstaters look very similar, and they're doing that to be chameleons or to disguise themselves. And I'm here to tell you that's not the truth, Holmes. That's not what they're doing nothing for. They're doing it because it's the environment they grew up in. Everybody has swag in the Bay. Everybody's G'd up from the feet up, from the Cortezes to the next presses. Everybody is doing it a certain way, but that doesn't mean their heart isn't with their cause. You know, for people that belittle the Upstaters or the Southsiders and say that they don't wiggle and that they're hiding and that they say they're paisas or that they don't come out, that's fucking a lie, bro. Okay? I was a Norteño and I believed that frivolousness when it was spread to me, the gospel, Billy Graham style. I believed all that. But what I also believe is every man has heart if he applies it. What I also believe is any man that chooses to go out there and display what he wants to display, he's going to do that, bro. You know, and you got to respect it. I also believe in respecting the raza for their choices that they make. I don't believe all these dudes are trying to hide or act like they're black. But also on the reverse and flip side, I have something to say. The wind's blowing. The vatos from the South that also say that, oh, the vatos from up north act like blacks or they act like that. Hey, bro, look in the mirror now. Everybody's doing it. Everybody's with the hip hop culture. Everybody is dressed in a certain way or wearing a certain type of gold in their mouth or doing what they do. That's just the way it is, man. It's not the Mexicanos trying to be black. It's just adapting to what the style is and the trend. You know, as far as the Upstaters go, all the ones that I know, for the most part, personally, have always had that Sureño estilo, man. Bald heads, Cortezes, and tight, you know, fucking creases. I was about to say biker shorts. But that's the hammer dance. Anyways, you know, all I know is for facts, man, the people that get the misconception and think that they all look the same, real upstaters that I ran into look like Nortenos, man. That's it. You know, you can't fucking misjudge them. You know, right? And all the dudes that are looking new and nowadays isn't because they're hiding or trying to be undercover, man. It's because it's just the way it is, man. Everyone's trying to knock a bitch. A chick, I'm sorry to tell you, unless the chicks are from Los or from Sanjo, they ain't fucking with dudes with Ben Davises and Cortezes anymore. They want Air Maxes and Louis Vuitton. You see what? I bet you I'm wearing Air Maxes. I bet you I'm wearing Air Maxes. Let's bet. Bet on it, right? I'm telling you. Or even fucking Balenciagas. That's what they want. They're all about name brand and what you have nowadays rather than what, you know what I mean, you can get at Kmart on the Blue Light Special. That's just it. But here's another little story, right? So I'm in the county jail. It's an upstater situation, right? And let's take it back. My grandmother's house was this G-spot. Okay, my grandmother was a straight gangster. You know, rest in peace, grandma. She was a gangster. All her fucking grandkids, all her nephews, all her nieces, we all were either Nortenos, Bulldogs, or Southsiders. There was a fucking common understanding. That house right there, everyone ate the tortillas. Didn't matter where you were from. If we came in there, the Chile, the Nortenos get more. There's more of us. Now, it was none of that. We're all good. But once we crossed that threshold and walked out that door, homie, if it's on, then it's on, G. Right? You can get it. You can get it right in grandma's front yard. She didn't care. Just don't get in her house because you might disturb the roaches, mijo. Right? So that's how it was. Straight ghetto, straight hood. My primo was a Southsider, an upstater from A-Town. He brought over a homeboy named Loco from Los, right? And that vato kind of like took over the hood, was really, really in the mix and became a good friend, like family to me. So I'm in the county jail, right? And this is the one time I almost got DP. I almost got removed because of this move right here. This fucker almost got me removed. I'll never forget, right? And this is kind of off basis, but it's funny story. So anyways, one block in Merced County Jail is where the Southsiders are at. It's behind glass. The reason they're behind glass is because people were spitting back and forth. You have to walk through one block to get to court. People were spitting back and forth. So anyways, Local was in there. I didn't know. And I'm going to court with the homies. Bing, da, bang. I think I'm all hard and shit. You know, I'm active. And he goes, Gunner. And I hear it. What the fuck's this radio calling my name for, right? I can't look because if I look and communicate with them, shit, the homies are looking at me like, fool, why does he know you, right? I'm just walking like, damn, about to hate me, huh? Because they ain't me. And he's like, hey, tell your primo, man, I'm in here. Tell your primo, I said, what's up? Hey, loved one, what's up? I said, he didn't care, man. He didn't care what his homeboys thought. He was running that cell anyways. It was more so family stuff. But I was like, you already know the rules. Hey, we're outside of the door. Don't talk to me, right? But I got love for you, right? And that was it. Well, what happened is I went back to my cell, man, and people started striking me up, riding kites. I'm communicating with the Southsiders. I'm doing cowardice acts. I'm a bandito. They think I'm undercover. And it was none of that, man. And I got approached on the yard in a vicious fashion. The homeboy got at me, and I explained the situation. And everything was cool, but I came that close to get metal put in me. All because of this Upstaters and the homeboy from Los, right? Let me tell you, at the end of the day, we're all the same, gente. We all think the same. If you're functioning, you're functioning. If you're not, you're not. I'm here to tell you I'm the least functioning ass motherfucker right here on YouTube. I just want everyone to get along, and I want it to be peace and harmony for those that are involved, right? As far as the Bay Area cats go, yes, the Bay Area upstaters do have a different swag and a different flavor to them, but not all. I'm tired of people saying all the Bay Area. Nah, San Jose don't wiggle like that. They be looking different, bro. They be looking like they're from deep in the heart of Maravilla, right? They be, and as far as the vatos from Oakland and Frisco, what do you expect, eh? They're all getting their town business on. It's just what it is. With that being said, move with a purpose. I hope you enjoyed this video. I got a whole lot of more for you. Make sure you tap in with all the homies, Food and Felons, Trap Island Records, Dubs, and of course, Gunners Collective. You know what it is, man. Thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. See, I'm going to continue to strive and struggle for what I truly believe in. And that's bringing you the best possible content I can on YouTube. Bang, bang. Raza. We does this because this don't stop.